Close Interstellar Radio. Today's date is October 18th, 2020. We have Retro here. Greetings. All right, greetings. All right, we're going to the topics.
Yes. So our first topic is the Men in Black and their connection to Orion, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Do you feel like the Men in Black had a kind of ancient connection to Orion, like an ancient order that had shifted through the times? Like, they were kind of like a secret society group, what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Some of them had come from like AI beings, that they were sort of like guardians of the sort, that they had changed their mission. So they've been, I don't want to say disconnected, but that like they've been kind of, their agenda has changed quite a lot. Like I said, like their old agenda has either come to pass or has failed. But the agenda connected to Orion, inside of Orion, it seems that it has been sort of like a guardian energy, or like a secret service energy. Yes, I see them around a lot of AI energy. Even some Zeta energies there, like a Zeta leader. But like half Zeta, half cyborg in a way.
Yeah.
One moment. Yes, I even see some reptilian DNA in there. But it's a mixture of reptilian and AI beings. It's sort of a... Oh, one moment. Where is my charging cord? Sorry, my earbuds beeped at me.
Okay.
Okay. So yes, I see them. They're hard to kind of get a grasp on because they are so secretive. They are like a secret society. Much less now than they have been in the past, but a lot of their secrets had, a lot of their past has kind of come and gone. It's in the public knowledge of Orion. A lot of their history is more known to Orion than is to Earth, but it's what I'm feeling. It's known, it's out there, but there still are secrets to this day. And they do wish to remain more secretive. But they're very much like a known entity in Orion. But I see them as biological computers, even more so than we are, or not even biological. Sorry, but they take the form, the DNA of the like reptilian beings or humans or even aliens. But aliens is kind of rare. But I've just been hearing aliens. Sorry. But they are still kind of like AI beings in a sense, even though they had DNA from other non-AI based beings. It's much like how you can take a like DNA or tissue in a lab and kind of make it into like a Frankenstein's contraption. You can create your own stem cells and that kind of thing. They've done the same thing in Astro to create Men in Black as organic AI. Yes. Any questions?
Yeah. Do they have a grid around the planet?
A Men in Black grid on the planet?
Or they're assisting it, or whatever you want to call it.
I see at the end on the planet, not necessarily a grid, but at the end. Um, they tend to work in. They tend to work in the shadows. They don't really create as much infrastructure. They learn how to use infrastructure around the planet itself. They learn how to manipulate and they learn how to work within what's already there, what's already present. They don't so much create as much as they work within other creations. So they understand the grid and its complexity, so they may not create a grid so much as they like create almost like an overlay, then they create our realities in some ways. Then our media in some ways. Even our our media more so the drama of the media has some connection to the Men in Black. Sports and politics, yes, to some degree, yes. So they work within other systems.
And they're like you say, robotic. Some of them are.
More like AI, like organic AI beings, what I'm seeing.
But some of them are,
yeah,
like four-dimensional alien beings, though, right? Interesting. Yeah, because you don't hear about them very often anymore, or
no.
Everything's kind of went off the grid.
I feel a lot of them they had went back to Orion. They kind of come. They travel long distances for very specific reasons and then come back. More and see they have a lot of them. They don't live on the planet. They reside in space itself or on craft. It's kind of easier to maintain themselves in space. So yes, you don't feel them as much on the planet as much anymore. They tend to stick to the background.
Yeah, everybody's kind of quiet. All the beings in the Zetas, they'll give you some information and they'll pull back.
Yes.
There's a lot of pullback right now.
It is more the reason they pull back the sun that do increase. In general, their presences, alien presence is increasing. The alien sightings are increasing. But they do pull back. It's more about the quantity of people who understand and know this information rather than the quantity of information that's out there. More people who are seeking and knowledgeable. That's what the goal is this time. It is not just the information that's out there because it can become controversial, even among people who already claim to know or claim to be awake. There's still controversy to be had. There's still blocks to get over. Still theories that have to be worked out. It's a continuing process. That's why it is as slow as it is. It's more about quantity over quality at this moment. So what I feel.
So this is like most sightings. Do you feel like those are, ship sightings? I think those are government, like man-made.
Zetas and Pleiadians and feeling alien ships.
I mean, could there be like it's man-made Like we feel like it's a Palladian ship, but it could have been re-engineered where it feels like it's a Palladian ship. It's actually, I mean, it still is, but it's been re-engineered by humans here. You know what I mean?
The vibration would be different. The technology would be responding differently.
Okay.
A lot of your ships, the alien ships, may be telepathic in nature, or they may be spiritual in nature, or not as mechanical. So it may be harder to mask a alien ship, or mask as an alien ship when it's a re-engineered one.
Yeah.
Yes, that there is there is some truth to that. Mostly in the sense that they are developing AI. We are still working on a physical and mechanical level rather than a spiritual level.
Yeah.
But we are increasing in AI to compensate. AI is will become sort of the larger scheme to the future.
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence will become our foot in the door to the future for the time being, and it'll still be a tool that will stick with us. So you can only really copy or reverse engineer an alien ship to the same degree that you can reproduce the AI or reproduce the mechanical aspects. But vibrationally, it'll be different. It'll feel different or off in a way.
What do you feel? What do you feel? All right, let's go into our next
Okay.
subject. Yeah, we got a few to go through. Yeah, it's December 21st.
Oh yes. So there's been talk about some kind of apocalypse on the 21st of December, right? Something like that.
The end of darkness apparently, and we might run out of gas and food, and some people are saying. So.
You know, we thought they had some sort of like 3 days of darkness, but now it's the end of darkness. How does that work?
Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing. Yeah.
I do see there's potential to change within the government. There's a timeline pertaining to the U.S. government in particular, where there could be some massive changes over the 21st. I don't see it as a end times deal, but it may be a shift. You may see some things are not quite right on December 21st. You may see certain people step in the limelight or step back into the shadows. You may see just a general feeling that things aren't quite right at the moment. That's what I'm feeling. Yes, there might be more conspiracy theory energy around that time, but not any kind of end times deal.
Yeah. No. So it's not going to be the end of. I mean, there's something going to happen there. I mean, there's some. I mean, like October 31st, Halloween. That has a lot of energy. Nobody's talking about that.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know.
Halloween. And it's not to say there won't be any downloads on the 21st as well. There may be some spiritual activations.
Yeah.
Of course, you may have a birth of a new conscious awakening.
Yeah.
Then, but it's not there's no cataclysm as far as I can see.
No.
There's only sort of you can see these shifts in vibration. You can see how even people who are not spiritually aware as much, you can see how they respond to when you look at people blogs or the way they are feeling or talking about things, the things they're going through. Even people who are not spiritually aware at this moment are still going through the shift. So you'll see things that are happening all at once at the same time, and it'll feel like a coincidence, but it's not. It's a very it's a collective moment, you might say, but more of a spiritual collective moment rather than a global 3D collective moment. If it makes sense.
Yeah, like December 21st is a winter. I think it's a winter solstice day.
Yes.
So that's a big deal. But that's
The
about
solstices, the change of seasons is always a new timeline. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
it's
I
always
mean,
opening up new energy innovations.
yeah. So it is a part of another awakening, definitely. Yeah.
Yes, it'll be a new big shift, you could say.
Yeah, of course. But the end of the Illuminati is probably not going to happen. You got. We're still learning from them. You can't just kick them out of here.
From what I can take about that, and I've kind of thought this happening even before I've heard of the 21st being a thing. I had spoken about like a new Illuminati versus an old Illuminati.
Yeah.
You had like an East Coast Illuminati that's kind of old school, old hat.
Yeah.
Those people who are in your colleges,
Yeah.
your universities, and then you have the newer school Illuminati who are in the rest of the country for the most part. So I do see there is a change in what we consider the Illuminati, a change in vibration in what we might consider the present Illuminati. So that may be the death of the one part of the Illuminati, but you may see another part taking its mantle.
Yeah. Yeah, like the
It does feel like a more positive. It still is the Illuminati. Don't we can't be you can't be too yay on them, but it is a more positive vibration for what I feel.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a lifting of vibrations. But yeah, it is still the Illuminati. It's just which one do you prefer?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, there's still going to be a dark playing around with people. It's just the way it is. People aren't ready to let go of that, and it takes time to.
Oh yeah.
Move into a different way of looking at things. Not 100 years or so. So
Exactly.
Or more talk on that. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, we'll go into our next topic.
What was it? Oh yeah, that's the Florida laser weapon, right?
Yeah, it's like a obelisk. I can't say the word, but yeah.
Obelisk.
Yeah, like in the ancient times. Yeah.
What Flagler you said it was?
Yeah, Flagler, but I mean, that's just a modern version of it. But it is kind of weird how it's out in that area, where on the area where you think where it would be. So,
Let's see where it is, Flagler.
If such a thing did exist, it would probably be out in that area of the of the water. So it'd be a lot bigger, that's for sure.
Is it near Daytona, right?
No, it's out in Miami area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a Miami area. It's a man-made island in Miami.
Oh.
That probably most people have no idea it's even there. I didn't even know it was there. So
that is interesting. Okay.
Yeah. It's like before I was going to talk about it, and I had like a sneeze right before I was going to go in. It's like, yeah, figures, right?
I see it as kind of an Atlantean.
Yeah, it feels that way.
Actually, I feel the whole kind of inner corridor of Miami is kind of like Atlantean civilizations. I'm feeling like a north-south current kind of vaguely. Here, I'll show you. and it carries sort of like an Atlantean. Almost like there's a set of fault lines that you see exist there that are connected to Atlantis. But...
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, by Miami. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that all the list it also carries a lot of Civil War energy there too. Oddly enough.
Yeah.
Even the Civil War is kind of stalked. The American Civil War was stalked Atlantis. The South carries a lot of Atlantean notations, particularly on the coastal side. It carries a lot of Atlantis notations in the South. A lot of your Confederate leaders are in during Atlantis. They lived in Atlantis at one point.
Mm-hmm.
They were sort of your lords and landed gentry, the nobility at that time, in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of kept on to it because Florida and the South in general does have Atlantean connections. So it is kind of they're trying to, it's kind of holding on to that Atlantean sort of power in a way. It goes back to, a lot of it just comes back to Atlantis and the fall of Atlantis. But I don't know, I'm feeling like Civil War energy there too.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe parts of Florida were underwater during that time, but maybe not all of it was.
Right.
I feel like some of it was underwater. Maybe not. Maybe not that area though.
Right.
Hard to say.
Again, it feels like there might have been like an ancient fault line or something around that area.
Yeah.
And it still carries like the fault lines can carry a lot of energies. Like the whole corridor along the U.S. East Coast and even around the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
That is a large like energy corridor.
So
that's why a lot of your old your older Illuminati, a lot of older colonial Illuminati energies that kind of sit on this eastern corridor because a lot of information passes through this corridor. Sorry, go ahead.
You know, like a weapon, maybe using that area. Maybe.
Florida itself is kind of a military testing ground in a way.
Isn't it really? It really feels that way. Like
There's all kinds of technology there. Like Florida is just armed to the teeth.
It really is. It's like it's just
like weather control, media manipulation.
Abnormal, yeah. Even people think it's weird. I mean, yeah, there's weird people everywhere, but just something here. Just yeah.
Yeah, like Florida is a weird state.
Yeah, it just has it's like an experimental state or something like that. I mean,
yeah.
It's not like California, you can go underground or anything. You can go underwater.
Mm-hmm.
Can't go underground, so.
Right.
I don't know.
Again, it's just kind of like it didn't feel like it's not originally part of the terrain. If you look at the map of Florida,
yeah,
it feels like it's been created in a way. It's like been sculpted or lifted out of the ground.
It feels that way. Like Italy feels like that was created too. You know, wait, so like a boot.
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah, part of it.
Europe itself kind of feels, like it's not quite
normal.
Natural. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look at the geography of Europe compared to the rest of the world. It's very abnormal.
Mm-hmm. Around Miami seems to be. If there's anything weird going on, it's Miami. It feels like
Miami and Tampa. Yeah.
Oh shit. Figures. Tampa gotta be ultra black ops then.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. It's a lot of hidden.
No one I know that lives in Florida wants to stay in Florida except for one person.
Talk about it. I'm stuck. They want me here. They won't let me leave.
They want you here. Yeah.
I can't leave. No matter what I do, they will not let me leave. I mean, obviously, I can travel outside the state, but they're not going to let me move. There's that just
I
doesn't
mean,
feel like.
you could just get a van and live van life across the country.
There you go. I can do that.
Yeah.
They'll probably still find a way to pull me back. I don't think I'll be here forever, but
No.
right now they need me here for right now. It seems.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. That's probably why I'm blind. I'm stuck in Michigan too. So.
Yeah. So yeah, I was gonna say that. It's like we're kind of in the same boat. So,
yeah. Although I will say Michigan is different kind of crazy. But
yeah.
Still, yeah.
That's true. That
Different
is
kind of
true.
crazy. Yeah. World Trade Center, right? In Washington.
Yeah, if you want to look at that real quick.
Yes, one moment.
This is the one in New York City. It looks like an obelisk also.
It is itself kind of the weapon. Obelisks are kind of the crystalline. If you look at an obelisk, it is a crystalline shape, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
In fact, many crystals you can buy can appreciate at an obelisk, or some crystals are naturally shaped like obelisks as well. So it's kind of like a weapon. It is the World Trade Center is like a financial weapon.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of hold on. Yes, it was it's hard to tap into, of course, but it is a financial weapon of sorts. You can even say the timeline with 9/11 itself is. You can also see it as an attempt to bring down the Western financial weapons. I think in a new timeline where the U.S. is not quite as strong as it used to be. I guess if you go past 2000s, or if you go before 2000, the 90s, you're a 90s kid, you may remember vaguely how things were before 2011 or 2001. Sorry, and of course, 9/11 itself was a timeline shift because it attacked our financial weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So that plays a big part of our timeline changes.
Yeah.
In 9/11. Yeah. So yes, the World Trade Center. It's a crystalline shape. With a crystalline weapon energy. Financial weapon energy. Any questions about it though?
Yeah, let's move on. We got another topic.
Yes. The memorial, right? Washington.
Oh yeah, Washington. I mean, we can do a whole thing on Washington probably.
Monument.
The Washington Monument, that's an obelisk also.
Yeah.
Instead of a statue of Washington, George Washington, like that has like a Illuminati symbolism there instead.
Hold on 1 minute. Actually, if you look at the path around it, it had its own occult sort of symbols on it. If you look at the path around it.
Oh, okay.
It's two circles intersecting.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yep. Jeez. That's a portal. A major portal. God, they knew
The symbol itself is sort of like a creation energy, like a.
God, and they really knew what they were doing, didn't they?
Yeah, there's a lot of creation energy around there. I feel like the area behind it, like the region where the monument is at now, used to be a large pyramid underground. Like you see, where it's still kind of green and grassy, with trees around it, versus where it's been built around there. Like that whole area used to have like a large Tyranid underneath it.
Jeez.
But it's been leveled off and cut it over. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm feeling. Like,
But
so
yeah,
it is.
yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
That the monument itself is like a stone on that Tyranid. It's been taken out. What I'm feeling.
Hmm.
It made the same stone as that Tyranid is.
Hmm.
Um. Yes, it is a manifestation point. That is the energy I'm getting. It's manifesting. It's manifest destiny. It's very masculine too. Very, it's very masculine. I don't know. There's lots of there's definitely a portal there. There's lots of energy there. Lots of I can't say that's good energy or negative energy, but it's lots of it's very neutral energy there.
Mm-hmm.
But it is, yes, it is itself the kind of the form of witchcraft, you could say.
Yeah, definitely.
But I feel like it's been raised in the ground in a way. Yeah, it's a very witchy kind of thing there.
Yeah,
Um.
they have Mason. They have museums for Masons there.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Um. Yes, the energy there is mostly positive or neutral. It's not a negative energy, but it is
Mm-hmm.
it is their footprint, you can say, when in a creation of a nation. It is part of the footprint. Um, it's in the Masonic nation in some ways. It is a Masonic nation,
Mm-hmm.
or it used to be, but it's changed. Yeah. Uh, Now it's more the, you could say, Illuminati nation, which you can make a distinction or say there's no distinction. I'll leave it up to you guys, but that's just what I'm thinking of. It's more the neutral energy there. Any questions?
No, we can go into our final topic.
Virus updating or the internet?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, do a little bit on the virus. Yeah, just a quick run.
I see the virus is kind of shifted in Thorn. I see it's kind of it is more like an AI now. It's the virus itself is shifted. It's more awake in a way, which can have different consequences. There are different strains of the virus, the same one. Um, Different, yeah, still subtle differences, you could say.
Mm-hmm.
There are different consequences which one you might have. But I'm seeing different versions of the same virus. Some that are more manipulated than others. But it does feel like there is sort of a almost like a bomb-like energy coming off
Mm-hmm.
at the moment. There could be a uptick in cases, uptick in fatalities.
Mm-hmm.
It's not set in stone, but it is an uptick in. It does have to play with our politics as well, our government as well. It's not quite done with us yet.
We got what, another two? I think 2 years, or I feel 2 years.
I do feel it at least into the spring,
Yeah,
maybe April,
they'll
April
still
May.
be they'll still be there somewhere playing around.
Oh yeah, but I definitely feel it lasting till say April May.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we got to move on to something new.
Yeah, of course.
So remember that virus? No, we're just gonna jet into the next subject matter, or whatever they're going, a
Yeah.
retail apocalypse, or whatever they're going to create. I don't know, whatever.
Red line, let's go out, right?
Yeah,
Red
Agenda
line.
21.
It's the cult of the red line.
You know,
Okay. The last subject was the internet, right?
yeah.
So, so the change of the internet. You know how the internet has been both it both positive and negative energies to it.
Mm-hmm.
It is very much a alien invention in a way. You could say it's an alien tool, and it's now bringing us more access to alien information and alien technology, like your AI.
Mm-hmm.
Your algorithms themselves are being perfected. Your AI. Um, I do see AI and algorithms being the new wave of the internet. Uh, like I've been just checking out a program called TikTok since the quarantine, and that's kind of got its own alien vibe to it. Alien, it is a much kind of higher vibe than other higher energy, higher dimensional
You know,
um,
like
technology.
like Twitter,
What's that?
like Twitter. Twitter is like the underworld of social networks.
Twitter and Facebook are kind of dead, and yeah. Although from what I'm feeling from like a lot of the newer ones, like TikTok, for example,
Mm-hmm.
even though it's meant for like a younger audience, it does have a more astral vibration to it and more astral
Mm-hmm.
energy connected to it, and it does have more the connection to AI and algorithms as such. It did an expansion on that, so you can see our development as far as how we communicate with each other is changing. Um, our technology is changing to accommodate for how we talk to each other, how we connect with each other. Um, New ideas are coming and going at a faster rate. And I do see that there is going to be a change in the way that we use the internet to communicate with each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be much more of a, almost more of an astral sense, more of a abstract or fourth and fifth dimensional leaning. It's going to be less text based than it has been. You'll see more video technology, video storage, more like live streaming. And I do see that's the way that the internet is going to be going as far as human connection. Um, we're headed toward the direction of AI, of the algorithms, and of the collectives. The collective is coming more in touch with itself, and the internet kind of has a way to play with that. So a way to help us with that. Any questions?
Yeah, so YouTube might turn into, it won't go away. It'll just be for old people.
Um, YouTube is kind of cross generational, but
Mm-hmm.
from what I see, there's just different ideas kind of battling it out in different generations of that technology that are kind of coming across on the internet. You have different ways of using technology, different way to connect with people, different experiments. It's more an experimental stage of the internet that's going to be not replacing the older way. It's not going to replace YouTube or anything like that, but it's going to change the way that we sort of think of the internet.
Yeah, so you have to YouTube. Everything has to change with the times. That's just weird.
Yeah. YouTube, I do feel is safe. It's multi-generational. It's more the long-form content.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you may see, yeah, like your Twitter or TikToks, things that are more comfortable in some ways. not much Twitter, but TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see things that have more than an astral illusion or astral feel to them. And I do think that's kind of how things are changing. You can kind of see how how our civilization is progressing on the internet. It's something you can watch in real time in a way. It's just kind of a neat observation, more so than anything else.
Okay. Cool.
Any questions?
No. No, not at the moment.
Okay.
All right. Anything else before we wrap up?
One moment. Yes, I think there is some transition, data transitions. It's still like a star in the northern hemisphere. I'm not sure which one. It's still like a Theline transition at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
or a Theline energy. Yes, it does have to do with our DNA. There is a part of our DNA that is more Theline based. It is based on the like cat DNA, and that's being upgraded at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It is receiving. I do feel a lot of our activations will come from Theline species, Theline races. I do. You might see people acting more like cats in the near future, but or acting more cat-like, or at least to some degree. But there is
Yeah.
sort of a awakening of like a feline DNA right now.
Or look like a cat or a bird for that matter, or whatever.
I'm sorry.
Or look like a cat or a bird, or
Yeah,
people's faces can change too.
but even then, everyone had some instance of feline DNA. It's inbuilt within a human,
Yeah.
and I do feel that being activated at this moment. It is a transmission data coming and
Mm-hmm.
activating parts of that DNA,
Mm-hmm.
upgrading that DNA.
Mm-hmm.
Just more of the lighter, gentler vibration,
Yeah.
Um, you may see more feline or cat like artists coming out.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
Blessings.
All right. Let me see if there's any messages for you or anything.
Sure.
Let's see. Like a AI monument, AI bridge, like a tower of AI they're connected to. Connects to the Nordics. It's all the Palladian Nordics.
Mm-hmm.
Like a city of automation. Um, they're just showing me just a world that is more of a higher vibration, but it's not controlled by a robot. I mean, it's influenced, but everybody's getting along.
Right.
It's more like a lighter vibrational world, and everybody's still learning.
Yeah.
They're just not learning like we are, where we're going crazy. So, but they are helping us through. I see. I don't know why I see telekinesis. I don't know why they're showing me that, but I guess they're using their own telekinesis on us to help the vibrations of our planet, like bring some of their darkness towards them so they can analyze it. It doesn't affect them as much as it affects us. Like
Yeah,
pulling it away or something like that.
that makes sense. Yes.
Something around those. Yeah, it's like filtering it out, understanding it. Yeah, they have
Exactly.
scientists trying to figure it out. we're like in the jungle. We're a bunch of specimens. It's like, jeez, is that the truth of it?
Bunch of monkeys. Yeah.
Yeah, don't go there, but you can. Yeah, look at the monkey planet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. Well, like different TV shows, that does play a role, as you know, in our energy field. It
Hmm.
shifts. It reminds you. It makes people feel better. So
Yes.
it does work. I mean, there's not just that, but the show TV helping in that regard. So
And again, you can think of the TV, the more the centralized, our TV shows are more the centralized entity.
hmm
In Hollywood or
hmm
California or government, what have you. I kind of going back to like the internet topic.
hmm
I do feel like a lot of our content will become. You'll still have your Hollywood
hmm
in some way or another, some fashion, but you also have more independent creation.
yeah, that's good.
You'll have people themselves to become the television show. You
Yeah,
can go on YouTube or any other internet site and you're watching someone, and that's your
that's
television.
good.
That's kind of what I'm feeling when I'm saying that we are kind of lifting into a more astral
Yeah, in our future. Yeah,
space. Yeah, our
yeah.
internet is more astral or more astral.
Or
It's making us
special.
more it's helping us
Interesting.
become sometimes more empathic in a way.
Yeah, yeah. What?
Even though there's trolls and negativity, that's also
Of
helping us.
course.
It's directing us in an empathic, um,
Yeah.
mindful way.
Well, yeah, like the special effects in Hollywood will be more accessible to people,
Yeah.
regular people, and that'd be cool. You
Hmm.
know, create your create your movie with digital people and stuff. Background people. It is cheaper. And then
Yeah.
have your regular actors.
Of course.
So
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I have a while for that, but I don't
Oh
know.
yeah. Yeah.
Sounds all right. Sounds good.
Blessings, everyone.
All right. Thank you for coming on. All right. Blessings.